Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Just got finished reading Trinity Part 2. You might be wondering, how did they go back in time like that? And they actually do go back in time. They go back and they see Pa Kent and a young Superman. Superboy? Not even Superboy. Super preteen? Super... a little bit older than a toddler. Super whippersnapper, that's what he is. So, great satisfaction here. We get to see young Superboy punching Superman in the face. So, Clark technically punches Clark. He punches himself. How rude. Gives new meaning to, why are you hitting yourself? Stop hitting yourself. Young Clark flies away, thinking that he's in danger. And also he thinks that maybe his pa wound up dying. I mean, this isn't a Superman movie, so no, why would Jonathan Kent actually die? It doesn't make sense. Superboy, for some reason, loses some of his powers, so he kind of, runs off, but they have to stay and try and help out Jonathan, so he wakes up and he's afraid, and he's just, oh my god, you're here to take him away, aren't you? I recognize that symbol on your chest. And he takes him down to the basement and shows the escape pod from Krypton that young Clark landed in. And this is cool because I'm recalling back to the first issue of Trinity that Clark said, my father's greatest fear was that someone would eventually come and take me away. And here we actually get to see that in fulfillment. So excellent foreshadowing, DC. Fantastic. I really like that. Well, they go on the hunt to find young Clark, and eventually they do find him, but along the way, two things happen. One, Clark gets to bond a little bit with his father in a way that he never really got the chance to, because now he's a father, and he's able to talk about that stuff with his father. He can't really reveal who he is because, that could potentially change the future. But, things being what they are, he does have a pretty fulfilling conversation with him, and it's nice. It's really nice. More than that, he winds up walking in a bit of a pond that is laced with kryptonite. How the hell did that happen? And how did it not affect young Superboy? So Clark's a little bit messed up. They move along and, they rescue young Clark, and they've got to try to figure out what to do from here. Now, back in the present, young Jonathan, Superman's son, is walking around and he says, oh, hey, mister, to the stranger, the seeds that you gave me worked. The guy says, oh, of course they worked. This is kind of one of those ideas where you shouldn't, take things from strangers. But, he's Superboy. What does he have to fear? Well, these seeds were actually a part of Poison Ivy's thing. And, yeah, the Trinity is inside this barn where these crazy vines are all over the place. And yeah, that's actually why they're in the past. It's not really the past. They're just under Poison Ivy's spell. So very cool the way that they did all these different things. Next, they seem to be indicating that they'll be in Gotham. So we'll see what happens there. Probably a rehash of Bruce watching his parents being killed in front of his eyes all over again. Maybe it'll be something a little bit different. We'll see something, and I really can't wait to see it. Guys, something special about these last two issues, that aside from the occasional, a punch here in this issue from young Clark to old Clark, and last issue, accidental I-beam going through a door, there was no action in these, and yet I'm still wildly entertained. DC does a great job of doing, and maybe it's because their characters are so overpowered, they oftentimes do such a great job with just, here's this incredible story, we're not worried about continuity or anything else, just here, take this and enjoy. And I am enjoying it, and I'm eating it up, and I can't wait for more. Guys, I'm going to give this comic a flat A, just like I gave the last one. There's just so much good in this comic. It would actually have to be a little bit longer in order for me to give it any better of a grade than that. But this was great. I absolutely loved it. Can't wait for issue 3. Can't wait for issue 30. I really hope that this doesn't end anytime soon. Did you know that tuition free, you could join the Comic Book University too? Simply hit that subscribe button below. Guys, class dismissed.